to the freaking. We're now doing Doki Doki Literature Club. Why? Well, that's because I just felt like just playing another horror game. Anyways, let's go. We're locking in. Okay, let's see. Yeah, what kind of pictures do we got again? Yeah, I'm just gonna go with that for now. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Doki Doki Literature Club, and we're gonna be doing this game now because I have nothing really to do, and plus I need to get my mind off of a show that freaking some guy at my school has been making me watch. We will not get into that. Anyways, let's begin the game. Also, a warning, if you are disturbed by cursive images or anything like that, then don't watch this video. Anyways, let's begin the new game. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you've never seen yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waking up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again, but I told you this time. Okay, I can't do a voice. Maybe, but only because I can decide, maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Okay, I tried doing a voice like this for Sayori, but it just sounds weird, okay? It just sounds fucking weird. It sounds fucking weird. Just no, just stop it, just stop. And you say that like you're thinking about ignoring me. That means freaking middle school me, I swear. I need to figure out why did you do this? Just why? While people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? Told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. That character is accurate to how I am in high school. Yeah, we're being honest. Welcome to the Honest Club, okay? I'm gonna be honest with you. You're gonna need that. YouTube does not like freaking funny commentary. You don't like commentary. You don't like funny dark humor. You don't like dark humor. I haven't been looking either. And that's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content, just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. Trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look for a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yeah. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Also, I'm gonna check the comments, because freaking PlayStation does not show comments. So let me look at the comments. Hopefully, got at least some comments. Oh, what's up, Ryan? How's it going? Oh, it does show the comments. Okay, we're good. What's up, Ryan? How's it going? We're doing, how's it going? How's your day? Night. The school day is an ordinary, thank you for coming to the stream. Anyways, we're gonna continue. The school day is an ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs? Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello, Sayori. Sayori must have come into the classroom. I'm good, just watching Scooby-Doo. Chill out. Nice. Into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worser than me sometimes, and I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought you know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori, yeah, there's no I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help and start a new club. Please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake. Okay. Okay. He's exactly like us. He'll just go there just for the cupcake. Yes, let's go! And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Why did the music stop? I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori is full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori, I always say nice things. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. What a nice surprise. Was that Miguel Myers? Ryan is finally Miguel Myers. He's Miguel Myers. Miguel Myers. Yo, we have a Miguel Myers. We have two Ryans. What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredible... Let's continue. What are you look? If you want to say something, say. Oh no! Sorry, Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyways, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say anything like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with the people like Sayori and Natsuki. Oh well, it's nice to meet you both. Nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again. The scoliosis pose. That's a freaking scoliosis pose right there. That's a scoliosis pose. Monica smiles sweet. Freaking scoliosis. I can feel the back. I can feel the back breaking at this moment. And it's way down heavy. Can you help me out, please? We do know each other well. We rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in the class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so gently feels a little. You too, Monica. Come sit down. We made a room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. That's freaking Faith. Then how would I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been winded so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a rapidly tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Yeah, baby, let's go! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes despite my own tongue when talking. A dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know, just hurry and take one. So Yuri grabs one first, and Monica I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she's made it herself. This is really good. Thank you. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I heard this somewhere before, made them for you or anything. I really feel like I have to play this anytime and do this. And I thought you technically did, Sayori said. Well, maybe. but not for you, you know, dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss this conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot. Setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You kept the whole tea set in this classroom. Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I feel you. I got a whole collection of books on the shelf right there. Read Chainsaw Man or watch Chainsaw Man. That's all I'm saying, Ryan. Just watch Chainsaw Man. Please watch Chainsaw Man. You can find it on Crunchyroll. I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated by Yuri. Just trying to impress you. That's not. Insulted Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Sometimes tell me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet. Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. Well, make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. I know! Freaking can't escape it. I mean, I know it's not that. I mean, we need to know some about politics, but still, it's like it feels like I'm like in order for me to get out of it, I have to like go to some random door. And then next thing you know, my head explodes because I just realized that I just left school. To be honest, I can't stand all. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting it out, all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have worked hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. Ryan, what is it with the Honda Shinga. Oh, my freaking sock was stuck. My freaking sock was stuck in a metal thing. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, to Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I'm already quiet to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly bursts up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyways, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorite are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world, it's equally impressive. Yuri goes on cleverly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyways, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Hey, horror, okay. Speaking of horror, if you all want like some books to read, I feel like for horror that I would like to suggest, if y'all like, I'll put a bit of manga in there, but I would recommend you read Soul Eater or watch Soul Eater. Mostly read Soul Eater because Soul Eater is better if you read it compared to the anime. Uzumaki is a good one from Junji Ito. Chainsaw Man, which is still going on, it kind of relates to horror with the chainsaws. But also, if you want actual like books, I would recommend Stephen King. Other horror stories like creepy horror stories they can find. Oh, Goosebumps if you want like classic horror stories, or if you just want classic like history, like you get from like high school or something like that, just read Edgar Allan Poe poems, like The Crow, for example. The Raven. Anyways, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I just really grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really, I wouldn't expect that, Yuri. Someone has I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful in changing the way you look at the world. If only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. That's it. Freaking... Stop! 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 That's it. Just...
Of internet. You're about to see ISO speed freak out over a game.
Alright, there was your daily ISO speed clip. Why's that? Well, that's the eyes dart over to me for a split second. You know, I don't feel like doing the sound. Never mind, that's right. You usually like to write about things, don't you, Natsuki? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud, and give that back. Fine. Your copy is your poems. Everything you do is your stern as well. Sayori settles it behind Natsuki, puts her hands on her soul. I like how they just use the same picture. They don't like edit anything. They just get Sayori, there's the normal Sayori picture, just to move it like right next to Natsuki. Look. You write down your own poems. You write your own poems. Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's a present. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. You have reading experience too, Yuri. Maybe share some of your work. You can set an example of help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. The freaking face. Do you see that face? Look at the face. I guess the same. Yeah. I guess it's the same for you, for Yuri. I want to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think we will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other, strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Oh, hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I wouldn't join the club. I never said I would join the club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I've never made my decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and dang. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought, you all on defenses against these gifts. How am I supposed to make a clear-handed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poem is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these. Right. Okay, I've decided it. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey. You really did scare me for her. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Well, welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. I can really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills. I feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, GP-senpai, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori, and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls: Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Here's my favorite song. Here we go. Oh, here we go again. Do 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 do. Okay. Okay. We're gonna go by what the character thinks with his mind. Joy, vanilla, hopeless, intellectual, waterfall, peaceful, jumpy, kawaii, hard, extraordinary. I'm just gonna be quiet and let you all listen to the good music. If y'all read the text, did you just see? They just mentioned that she almost burned her house down. That's the reason. Yes, of course, but what? What's up, Payson? How's it going? Okay, how do I save? Since after this part I'm gonna do another stream, but and we're gonna finish this part of the game. Now, I'll just say this, just in case, as like a warning. This game looks innocent, okay? It looks like the normal thing you see in any game, okay? But after it says, as a warning, that there is some disturbing stuff that will come up later in the game. And it's very disturbing. Like, we're talking the puppet type of scary stuff. I mostly went back to this game to get away from that type of stuff, because I really need to get away from those freaking puppet things. Oh yeah, it gets horror themed. Yeah, there is horror to this. It looks innocent, I know, but just you wait. It's exactly how I explained that one show to you. It starts innocent at first, and it gets darker later on. By the end of an episode. Again with that scoliosis pose. I saw that comment. I just really love the soundtrack of this game. It has like a lot of instruments in it, and it just feels like music that you just need to hear like on a calming day. Yep. Yep. I mean, the Doki Doki is horror in a way. I have another plan to play like a visual novel. The next visual novel we'll try out is going to be Steins Gate. Now, if you don't know, which is kind of like this instead, but Steins Gate is more like an overarching story. Instead, it's more like you have text, and you see the story continue going on, which is I think you should watch, Ryan. However, I do hear though that most of the episodes are more the more calming episodes until it gets the full-on story, and until I think episode 16 to 24. Yes, there's many I can name, but I won't for spoilers. But basically, Steins Gate is it's kind of like a time travel story, but in a way, it actually shows how time, it's like a perfect example of why time traveling is not a good idea. In a way, it's good if you want to check out stuff, but then it's gonna at the moment they see you, it's gonna ruin the timeline. It's gonna change every single thing about the timeline that you were in. For example, let's say you want to go change a time where you accidentally saw someone just been killed. You go back in time to fix that. But when you do fix that, you fix it, and that's good. However, it messes every single thing up about your life, and then it has a very bad effect on your life. Yeah, Yuri is cool. I don't like that the music just stopped. Oh, okay. Because we're writing a poem, I think. Hold on. What time is it again? Alright, I'm gonna do this one, and then we're gonna switch to another game. Or I'll watch something on Hulu for now. But yeah, let's see how this goes. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. I know, I'm not getting asked for money by a childhood friend in this game. I'm getting asked for for someone to take my money. The face that Yuri is making right now is exactly, besides the red part, the awkward face right there is the exact face, just because of stealing the money. Yo, was that a pimp named Slickback? Was that a pimp named Slickback? Okay, where was that? Click.
Hold up, Slickback. No, that's a pimp named Slickback. That's what I said, Slickback. No, it's a pimp named Slickback. Like a Tribe Called Quest. You say the whole thing. A pimp named Slickback. Hey, you want me to call you Slickback for short? No, nigga, I'm a pimp named Slickback. Crystal, who is this person? Nigga, are you deaf? I'm a pimp named Slickback.
Yeah, however, we're stuck in the same school, boring school. My real question is, how are you gonna promote freaking, whatever you call it? What do you call it? How are you gonna promote freaking, you're gonna have a esports club, but not even show me the esports club, and not even mention about the esports club, even though you advertise for it. You advertised for the esports club, and we never got it. I don't know. Book sounded interesting. Oh, well, art style change. We have to do each one.